I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's the MC, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels. And I'm here with yet another Dokkan Festival fight against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super 2, Super Hard mode, whatever you want to call it. It's called Super 2 on here. And we're going to be going Mono Strength this time. Last time we did Mono AGL, which was fairly easy. This time we're going to go Mono Strength, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. I have tried this team with a Mono Tech so far. It did not work out so well. I'm going to try it again, though. I'm going to try one more time later on, and if I can get it to work, I'll get it to work. I just don't have enough investments in a lot of my tech units quite yet to really be effective against him. He's a tough event. This is a very tough event if you don't have the top tier units, which I do, but I'm trying not to use all of them, although I am using quite a bit of them anyways. Just not using the Super Saiyan 4s, and I don't have any LRs. Well, the summonable ones. Alright, so we're going to bring Omega Shenron, of course. We're going to bring Gogeta, of course. We're going to bring the GT Trunks. I did awaken him. We'll bring him. We'll bring the Goku. I've not a Dokkan awaken him yet because I haven't done enough Goku events. We will bring... I think we'll bring Trunks for the boost. He gives it quite a nice boost to the team here with his passive. And as much as I want to bring like Blue Vegeta, which I actually got in my ticket summon, I mentioned during my summoning videos in the ticket summon, there was him and the Tech Trunks I've yet to get, and I actually pulled the Strength Vegeta, which was well timed for this team, for the Goku team. I want to bring this Trunks. I want to bring this Kid Goku because it is prepared for battle, which is going to link with just about everybody but the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. However, and Omega. However, he does have the GT link, so he will be powering up the Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well as Omega Shenron, giving them ki, because that's going to be important. We want to get as much ki as we can with Omega because he is my strongest unit on this team by far. We'll talk about that here in a second. These are the items we are bringing, and this should be fairly straightforward, which should be pretty easy. So, as I do before every battle, and I'm sure some of you guys who have watched my videos might be tired of it by now, but as far as super attacks go, my Gogeta, my Omega Shenron are both SA10. I was trying to look to make sure I don't have another one. And I'm being Snapchatted right now. We'll go ahead and exit out of that. Let's see. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Trunks, the GT Trunks, have... God dang it. They have one... The Goku has one due path open, but they also have up into the free crits. My goodness, why will that not... Why does it keep popping up? I have this on Do Not Disturb even. And the message is still popping up. What is going on here? Come on, phone. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. But anyways, sorry about the interruptions there from that little Snapchat there. Like I said, the Goku, this Goku right here, the Kid Goku is SA4. Has no due path investment, obviously. Omega Shenron is 100%, as you guys probably know if you watched any of my other videos. And then Gogeta, he is at about 60 to 70%. I do have two due paths open with him, and he is a monster as well, so I'm very excited to use him. It's funny, I got him so late in the game. I got my first Gogeta during that Christmas banner, and at that time he wasn't really as useful at the time because it was all about the Mono Leads, right? And at that time you had Physical Broly, you had Super Vegeta, and the Gotenks just came out, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and then Wuhan was on his way to be out. So really Gogeta didn't have a place on a mono team. So at that time, I just kind of left them in my box. I had two of them. I actually pulled two of them. And I kept both of them. And the original reason why I kept two Gogetas, because for one, I didn't feed him into the reason why I didn't feed him into his other one. This is before we knew about the dupe system. But at the time, I was like, okay, well, if I ever get this guy to NSA 10, which I planned on doing, I will use other Kais. And then I can use this other Gogeta for Super Strike events. Yes, that was my rationale. I ended up working out pretty well for me because the dupe system came into play. But at the time, that is why I did what I did. And we're probably going to have to heal up here. This is probably going to be one of the harder phases here, mostly because, well, they're AGL units. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here and make sure everything's recording right. It is lagging a little bit, so I apologize for that. But it should be okay. It should be okay. Alright. The servers are kind of slow, have been since the first anniversary, really. and it just hasn't been running as smooth as normal. But also, too, I am Chromecasting through Google Chromecast into a splitter, into Elgato, into my computer to record this. So that is another reason why it's a little laggy. But it mostly, most of the time, it runs a little bit smoother though. It's not flawless, but it's usually a little bit more smoother than this. So I do apologize for that. All right, so we're in the second phase now. The first phase we got through, we had to use one healing item, not that big of a deal. We're gonna keep these two together, even though he's not awakened yet, because Gogeta and Omega do not link well key-wise. I think Omega is gonna be more important here than Gogeta for this entire fight, so we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna have to float Gogeta probably, which kind of sucks. But again, it's all about getting Omega to super, especially mine. This is not mine. This is actually a friend's Omega. I don't know what this. I didn't look to see what he had. I just kind of just grabbed the first Omega I could find because not everybody has Omegas out there. Right now, my friends list is just filled with Super Saiyan 4s. I got a handful of LRs in there, LR Brolys, LR Gohans, LR Majin Vegetas, and then very few like Super Saiyan Blue Vegetos, some Rosés, like one or two Zamasus, like merged Zamasus, and then every once in a while I'll find a Buhan. I'll find Super Vegeta. I'll find one of the 70% leads, but it's a lot rare to find one of them now, which is harder. Makes these videos a little bit harder because I literally have to reset my friends list for some of these leaders multiple times, and not just hit the refresh button, but I mean go into like the Dokkan, what's it called, the Boss Rush. For some reason I wanted to call it Dokkan Fest, which is not what it is at all. Boss Rush, and go in there because obviously it doesn't cost any stamina, and then leave just so I could try to find a suitable teammate for these videos. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, so do I want to heal here? I won't, but I will pop an Icarus. I think we should be fine. We have Omega out there to reduce their attack anyways, and then we're going to reduce some more damage done with the Icarus. I think we'll be fine. We'll go ahead and pop this here, Intelligence Orb here for this Goku. I want to make sure I said this though right, because I kind of got lambasted by those freaking Snapchats that I got a little distracted there. But my GT Trunks and my GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku have orbs into the free crits on the left side, but that is all I have in them. So they're about 12%, which is probably too much for these units, but they're going to be staples on my strength team for a very long time. I know that. So I had no problem investing those orbs there. Because even right now on JP, if you run a Super Saiyan 4 Goku team, those units are still there. Those units are very much still there, and they're very, very good. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku, if you guys don't know, is actually the best buddy to Super Saiyan 4 Goku when he Dokkan Awakens. He gives the most links. He's going to help you burst out the most damage. The only issue with him, though, is the only one problem people, including myself, might have with him is the fact every now and then he will go into Grade 8 mode, which is going to slow you down a little bit. It's not too bad. Like, I don't mind the Grade 8 form too much, but if you're doing like a Dokkan race or something with a friend or whatever, it could slow you down. It could potentially cost you the race. So that's something to consider, but still the best partner for Super Saiyan 4 Goku by far. And that GT Trunks is up there as well. Great links, just a great card overall. And I think I am going to put Omega Shenron in that team, even though I wasn't going to originally, just because he's going to have a hard time getting key. Because on a double Super Saiyan 4 Goku lead team, he's only going to get +2 key from leaders, right? And then attack, defense, and HP boost by 50%, which, whatever. I mean, mine's 100%, so he's still going to be hitting really hard if I can super with him. And then, of course, he has shocking speed and then GT links to link with the rest of the team. But he's still going to be... He's going to have like 6 keys. Like, I'm going to have to get 6 keys with him fairly consistently if I want to be able to super with him, which is kind of a bummer. I wish that was not the case. So here comes my Omega Shenron here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to heal. And I'm going to pop an Icarus. Now, this Goku hits incredibly hard, and I'm not going to take any chances here. But we are going to go ahead and heal. And we're going to use Icarus. We might have to use Ghost Dusters here. Even with a powerful strength team, he's really tough. I mentioned before that I did my tech team against him, which is a very solid team. I have essentially all the best tech units in the game. I really do. I don't think there's a tech unit that I'm missing or lacking that I can consider to be better than the ones I already have. The only thing I can say is they can definitely be improved upon. Gotenks doesn't have a lot of investment in the dupe system. I have no dupes of him, period. But as far as orbs go, he's got like 20%. He does have some crit, but I don't ever see him freaking hit it. And then my Merge Zamasu, which is a great card, 50% in the dupe system. Again, no dupe hats unlocked. SA10, Gotenks is SA10 as well. But he also lowers the attack of my by 10% to all super units. So he actually hinders my team a little bit. So it's just a hard team to do anything with. One thing I considered doing was I already bring Super Saiyan Bardock because he's great. Orb Changer, Sealer, great unit to have, great links. Works especially if you're bringing LR Goku. He pairs with LR Goku perfectly. But the issue is, I thought about bringing Master Shen for a second Sealer because I think having a second Sealer could work. I also thought about bringing some more defense wall breakers. Got cards that lower defense and trying to lower him down a little bit to hit him a little bit harder. So I have a few ideas that I might flirt with if I want to try that again. But as of right now, I failed with 2 health bars left on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I got pretty far. I did mess up once. I actually didn't seal with Bardock. I actually clicked like a single orb instead of giving him a super. Do I want to use an item on this? I think we'll be fine. So yeah, if I do it again and I actually don't mess up, maybe I can get it done. I don't know. But I used up all my items. I still couldn't get it done with the tech team. So I'm going to try the tech team again. I'll record it, but you may not see the video. I mean, if you guys don't mind seeing me lose, I mean, I don't care about showing myself lose. I mean, everyone loses. It's not that big a deal. But I just don't know how useful the video would be for you guys. Like, I don't know if it would actually benefit anybody other than just kind of pointing, like, oh, well, I failed. That's it, Like, I don't have a problem failing, but I make these. Well, for one, it's fun. 2, I do it to maybe help some people out with if they have some issues with team building on some of these events, and it gives them some ideas of what they could build. But just checking my percentage of battery there. Still charging. All right, so we got him to almost half here. Our Icarus is off, but we are lowering his attack and defense by quite a bit with Omega here. I'm probably gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a Ghost Usher. Next turn I'll heal, and we'll see what happens from there. We could potentially. I mean, I honestly think Omega could kill him here if everything works out right here. So let's see what we can do here. If we can get a crit here, maybe maybe we lowered his defense enough. All right, so 400,000. Another thing to consider too. It's funny, I just looked at this link like a few days ago before they released the GT Finale event, and there was like 6 units with this link. Now there's several more, thanks to the event. But there are some cards that have the Hatred of Saiyans link, and that link is what you use against Goku. Now I don't know how effective it is with those units, because they're not necessarily great units, but it's something I've thought about trying out just to see what would happen if like it just makes this event like super easy all of a sudden. Maybe these guys just demolish him. I don't know. But some of the cards include like Hachiyak, farmable from the Villain and Heroes event. Any of the baby cards, the Intelligence one, the AGL one that you can farm in the event. The Possessed Goten, the Possessed Trunks, the Possessed Gohan, Dr. Lychee, and there might be 1 or 2 more. But they're not great cards, but there are some teams that I could run in the Mono team, like for Mono Tech. I could run Dr. Lychee and the Possessed Gohan once I farm them up. I haven't farmed them up yet. The event just came out last night. I did beat all the stages, got all the stones, and I started working on Gohan, the Possessed one. Then I'm going to work on Trunks. I do plan on farming them up. They're not terrible cards. The Trunks is actually pretty good for a free-to-play unit. The Gohan's okay, but I like to collect them all, like all the cards. I'm a collector at heart. Plus, got nothing to do, might as well farm them up, right? Now, to be fair, I have a lot to do on this damn game. I still got to beat Goku 1.5 billion times. I'm done with Vegeta, though. I finished my last Vegeta fight today. I have all the medals I need. I awakened my Trunks. I awoken my Vegeta. And I have enough medals to awaken Baby whenever I get there. I just haven't done it yet. So now I just got to beat Goku a bunch. Awaken Goku. Awaken the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. As well as the Physical Pan. And I'm excited to do so. All 6 of those cards are pretty good. Obviously, some are better than others, but none of them are bad. I would say Baby is probably the worst of the 6, but he's still a pretty decent card. Alright, guys, that was the event. Mono Strength, we did it. It wasn't too bad. We had to use all but 1 item. Maybe I didn't have to use that last health item, but I always like to be safe. You know, you spend 50 stamina on this event. It's a lot of stamina. For me, even at rank, and I'm not like a super high rank, but I'm high. I mean, I'm up there, 312. I know there's people that are like 500 and 600 ranks. I don't necessarily plan on doing that, but even for me, that's over a third of my stamina for one event. So I don't want to waste all that stamina only to lose because I decided to be greedy with a sensu bean when I have 500 sensu beans. You know what I mean? So I advise you guys do the same. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I've done agility on this team, on this event so far, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I'm going to do another run with tech and see how that works. I'll probably upload it, even if I lose. Intelligence, I will try intelligence. I think I can possibly do it with Janemba and Rambino. They have a lot of debuffers. I think I might be able to do it. I can bring some sealers, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Mono physical. That's going to be a tough one. And I wonder if I bring that possessed Goten I mentioned along with the Hachiyak. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I bring those two together with that Hatred of Saiyans link, maybe it might be a little bit easier. I don't know. Maybe make it doable. But even with my 100% Frieza and Goku Black, I think it's going to be tough. But I'll also do a Heroes team, so it should be easy. And Villains team, I already know it's easy. I mean, Villains team is pretty awesome. So, anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be doing more of these events, of course. And until next time, guys, I am the Maverick Mark Daniels. Bidding you a farewell. Peace. And one love.